Hey everyone, I'm Danny and welcome to Wizardry Workshop. In this video, we are going to be opening up another wizarding trunk. This is the Headmaster's box, I believe. I hope I'm right. I'm a little bit behind, but I think this one is going to catch me up. I did design the packaging here. If you would like to subscribe to the Wizarding Trunk, if you're not already, you'd like what you see here, I do have a discount code in the description box as well as in a pinned comment. That is Wizardry Workshop, all one word, so that'll get you 10% off your fragile magical delivery of the Wizarding Trunk. It looks like my owl needs to have its talons trimmed. Disclaimer, I do design quite a few items that go in the Wizarding Trunks boxes, so it's not gonna be like, oh, I'm surprised that this is in here, but a lot of it I haven't seen firsthand yet, so that's gonna be a cool experience, and I can go over some of the design choices. And there is the first peek of everything in the box, or some of, whoa, spoilers right on top. Oh, this is not the Headmaster box, so this is the Favorite Witches and Wizards box. I'm further behind than I thought, but I haven't gotten a Headmaster box yet. Okay, so Favorite Witches and Wizards. The first thing we have is a toad. So this is a really cool toad. It doesn't have 3 toes, so it's not the 3-toed toad. I believe this would be Neville's toad, which is named Trevor. I really do like this item. I like frogs and toads and stuff. They're probably one of my favorite little animals, so yeah, I love toads and frogs. This is really cool. If I ever did own a toad, which I probably won't, but if I did, I would definitely name it Trevor. Next up, we'll just go with the things that we see right off the bat. So we've got this Hufflepuff Champion badge, which is an iron-on patch. This is going to represent Cedric Diggory from the Triwizard Cup tournament. Kind of a somber thing, but you know what? Cedric was a really cool guy, so yeah, really cool to have him represented in here. I see another thing that's just kind of peeking at me right here. Aha! I believe we can all agree that we know who this represents, these miniature Converse or Chuck Taylor style shoes with radishes on them. It's Luna's shoes, obviously. So it's little mini Luna shoes. You could tie this around something and hang it from your rearview mirror on your car. That would be pretty cool. Or if you don't have a car, you could just hang them somewhere. Very cool. Could even be a Christmas tree ornament. Next up, we have a pin that we can see right off the bat. It's probably a portrait pin. So the Wizarding Trunks pin in this box, portrait pin is, oh, that's a good one. It is Professor Lupin, it looks like. There's the moon behind him and everything. That's a really cool one. I like this one a lot. I really do enjoy their portrait pins. I just don't really collect pins and I don't have a pin board, so I'm going to transform these into magnets. That is going to be the very next video that I post after this one. So if you want to see how to turn your pins into magnets, keep an eye out for that video. And now we have a shirt. I did design this shirt. Here we go. It says, a beautiful place to be with friends, and it has a cottage on it made out of shells. Let's go ahead and get this on and see how it feels. So here's what the shirt looks like. It's very comfortable as always. They always do nice, soft shirts. I am, of course, a fan of the colors because I'm the one who designed the shirt. So yeah, I like the colors and it feels nice and soft. Let's move on to one of these boxes in here. I really wish that it were possible to use something other than styrofoam because styrofoam is so bad for the environment. Basically, to pack this one thing, this stuff is gonna last 500 years in the Earth's environment somewhere at a dump somewhere. So the item in that box is a horse, which is a chess piece from the Wizard's chess. And this one doesn't have anyone on it. So there would normally be a knight riding it, but I believe this is representing Ron, so Ron would have to climb up on there and ride this horse to victory. Another box in here, this one is white. It's frosted, it has the design of a magical stag on it, so this is going to be Harry's Patronus, it looks like. And yeah, there we go. We've got, the top is wooden, which I like. And there is a straw in the box, which is a plastic straw Unfortunately, mine is like totally destroyed and cracked on this end, so I'm not gonna be able to use it. That's unfortunate, but you know what? I have the metal reusable straws that I can just put in there, so totally fine. I can still use it. It's just unfortunate that the straw broke. And next is another box. This one is heavy. Let's get this one out of here. It's a potion. I've been waiting to see this one because I think it's really cool and clever. This, I designed this potion. It's for Widdershins, and it is the Widdershins Portable Swamp. So there's the label. I love how like bright this turned out. It's exactly like I imagined it looking. Sometimes they come out a little dark, but this one is like perfect and bright and yeah, just wonderful. And you can see the swamp inside there. There is some magical sparkly stuff inside, but it might be kind of hard to get in the camera. I don't know if we're gonna pick it up or not, but there you go. You might be able to see some of those swirls. Really, I don't think we really need it anyways because it's just cool looking swamp stuff. And there it is, the portable swamp from Widdershins. So this is going to represent the Weasley twins, of course. Next, let's grab these prints out of here. The first print we have is the book page for Magical Creatures A to Z. We're collecting every single page out of the alphabet. Every page is a different letter in the alphabet. We're collecting them all, and we have a binder that the Wizarding Trunk sent in a previous box where we can collect and put them all in. I design all of these pages. The Wizarding Trunk writes them usually, and I do all the design work for these pages. So this is page 45 and 46. We start with the white stag. There's a lot of information. It's fully readable, so once we collect them all, it's going to be like we have our own book of magical creatures. And on the opposite side, we have the Wraith. The Wraith is very kind of similar to the Dementors, I think, so yeah, that's kind of the idea there. So this would sort of represent Harry, mostly because the Dementors were after him, and he used the Patronus to, you know, ward them off. Next up, we have a Phoenix print. Pretty cool Phoenix print, I'd say. I like the colors. It might be cooler without the background just being completely black, but it's still a neat print. The next printed item is a recipe card for English toffee. It says from the kitchen of, and it has initials right there of MW. So this would represent Molly Weasley. And it's a full recipe. We also have a recipe box that we're storing these in, also sent from the Wizarding Trunk in a previous box. You can probably get it on their website. And so every once in a while, they give us a pretty cool recipe to try. And I did, like I said, I did design the recipe cards. And I designed the box, if you pick that up too. And then last but not least is another one that I designed. This is actually the previous edition of the Enchanter when this box was released. So yeah, it's like I said, this one was sitting there and I could have sworn it was the Professor's box, but it wasn't. So yeah, this has been sitting around and I didn't realize how long it had been. Sorry, Wizarding Trunk. Anyways, this is an item that is very similar to a Quibbler magazine, but this one is called the Enchanter. It's completely original, designed by me, written by a lot of really talented people who helped me, and I wrote some of it too. So since it is a very Quibbler-like magazine, it is meant to sort of represent Luna, or even Luna's father, or just the Lovegoods. So inside we have a lot of cool articles, including an article about a bat squatch, an article about flying saucers, a magical explanation. This one I thought was a really cool idea, you know, with all the UFO stuff that's going on in the news right now. It would be really cool to get, you know, the magical world's perspective on what these mysterious things could be. So if we open it up, it's got like a bunch of ads. It says, can you find all 6 flying saucers hidden in this issue? And there's like a silhouette of a flying saucer. So as you're reading through, you can try and spot all 6 of them. Here are all the articles that are here in this magazine. I'll just give you a quick little flip through. We've got games, comics, must-reads. There's a crossword puzzle, which you can actually fill out. This game is actually playable as well. All of the articles are completely 100% readable. There's no Latin or anything in here, no default Latin stuff. Here is the center spread. We have the Glimmerhide article, and then we have the Flying Saucers, a magical explanation article right here. And yeah, the Bat Squatch article. Here's a Ginger Witch caught breeding Mongolian deathworms. So this one's kind of all about creatures that may or may not exist. Chupacabra, Bat Squatch, Mongolian deathworms. At the end of every one of these magazines, we have like tarot readings, featured crystals, lucky runes, and then horoscopes. These are all written by Chantel of Darkest Ravens Minis here on YouTube. And then we have the classified ads. Some of them are actual ads. This one is the Pure Blood Apothecary Perfect Potions box. Will soon be available, so keep your eye out for that one. And then we also have Subscribe to the Enchanter for more magic in your life. You can actually go to theenchanter.co, and there's some stuff there as well as 2 ways to subscribe. So go ahead and check that out if you're interested in subscribing to this magazine. And here are the credits and all the wonderful people who helped write the articles. And the back of the magazine looks like this. Sorry if I took so long on this magazine, but it's a lot of work, and I'm just so excited when they finally arrive and we get to look at them. These are also available on my Etsy shop, so if you would like to purchase these, they do not have the foiling, by the way. This is a special edition, only available through the subscriptions, but yeah, if you want one and it doesn't have the foiling, these are available to purchase on my Etsy shop. The link is in the description box. Before we get into the cheat sheet, I kind of want to put this in my Magical Creatures binder from the Wizarding Trunk. So page 45 will go right here. It's always so satisfying when I get another page in there. I can't wait till the whole thing is just completely filled up. We're just going to briefly go over the cheat sheet, just to give credit where credit is due to the artists who participated in helping design this box. I'm not going to read the entire thing. I just want to give credit where credit is due. So this edition of Wizard Weekly is about favorite witches and wizards. If you'd like to read all of these individually, you could probably pause and do that, but I'm just going to go over them really quick. The Phoenix print, it actually doesn't say who designed it. I'm not sure if that was intentional or not. The miniature sneakers were designed by Here.B.Monsters. The champion badge was designed by J.P. Misselcrow. It looks like I'm missing something. 12 and 13 should have been the bag and captive beetle, which were not in this box. The protector drinking glass, designed by J.P. Misselcrow. And that is it for artist credit. The next thing that we'll look at, though, is the editor's choice. It is Wizard of Main Street, and that is Instagram.com/Wizard of Main Street. He's wearing the Salem Sisters shirt in that, and that's a shirt that I designed. Pretty cool. And finally, the next quarterly theme would be magical travel. Now it's time to pick favorites. I'm gonna pick 3 favorites. I'm not gonna pick least favorites because I don't do that. I can't pick anything that I designed, so unfortunately, the Swamp Potion is out. I would have picked this one though. The Enchanter is out. I would have picked that one too, I think. And the recipe card is out, and the t-shirt is out. So, from what's left over, coming in at number 3 is gonna be the Toad. I love this thing. It's just really, really cool, and I love toads. Coming in at number 2 is going to be the Portrait Pin. Lupin's one of my favorite characters. Really like that one. And coming in at number 1 is the chess piece. I love chess. I was in chess club in high school. So yeah, it's just a really cool thing to have, and it's gonna look perfect on my shelf. So that is it. Let me know what you guys thought. My opinion is it's a pretty solid box. The only thing is there were some characters missing that I wish that they had represented. The beetle in the bag, that would have represented Hermione. So that was one of the characters I was like, why is she not in here? We've got Ron and Harry, but no Hermione. So I think that's what happened there. It's just because that item, unfortunately, never made its way into my box, or somebody like Accio-ed it out of there before I was able to open it. But then the other character that wasn't represented here that I really wish was, 2 characters actually. Professor Snape would have been awesome to represent in here. And then my all-time favorite character, Sirius Black, like he should have been in here, I think. Anyway, let me know what your favorites are. Let me know what you thought, and if there were any characters missing that you wish had been in here. And if you made it all the way to the end of the video, you're a Wizard Harry. Give this video a thumbs up down below if you did like it, and subscribe for more. Harry Potter DIYs and unboxings. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.